Master. Hazra used to practice japa at Dakhineshwar. While telling his beads, he would also try to do a little brokerage business. He has a debt of a few thousand rupees, which he must clear up. About the Brahmin cooks of the temple, he remarked, "Do you think I talk with people of that sort?" The truth is that you cannot attain God if you have even a trace of desire. Subtle is the way of dharma. If you are trying to thread a needle, you will not succeed if the thread has even a slight fiber sticking out. There are people who perform japa for 30 years and still do not attain any result. Why? A gangrenous sore requires very drastic treatment. Ordinary medicine won't cure it. No matter how much sadhana you practice, you will not realize the goal as long as you have desire. But this also is true, that one can realize the goal in a moment through the grace of God, through His kindness. Take the case of a room that has been dark 1,000 years. If somebody suddenly brings a lamp into it, the room is lighted in an instant. Suppose a poor man's son has fallen into the good graces of a rich person. He marries his daughter. Immediately, he gets an equipage, clothes, furniture, a house, and other things. A devotee. Sir, how does one receive God's grace? Master. God has the nature of a child. A child is sitting with gems in the skirt of his cloth. Many a person passes by him along the road. Many of them pray to him for gems. But he hides the gems with his hands and says, turning away his face, "No, I will not give any away." But another man comes along. He doesn't ask for the gems, and yet the child runs after him and offers him the gems, begging him to accept them. One cannot realize God without renunciation. Who will accept my words? I have been seeking a companion, a sympathetic soul who will understand my feelings. When I see a great devotee, I say to myself, perhaps he will accept my idea. But later on, I find that he behaves in a different way. A ghost sought a companion. One becomes a ghost if one dies from an accident on a Saturday or a Tuesday. So whenever the ghost found someone who seemed to be dying from an accident on either of these days, he would run to him. He would say to himself that at last he had found his companion. But no sooner would he run to the man than he would see the man getting up. The man perhaps had fallen from a roof and after a few moments regained consciousness. Once, Mothur Babu was in an ecstatic mood. He behaved like a drunkard and could not look after his work. At this, all said, "Who will look after his estate if he behaves like that? Certainly the young priest has cast a spell upon him." Footnote: Young priest. Sri Ramakrishna, who was at that time a priest in the Kali temple. Footnote ends. During one of Narendra's early visits, I touched his chest and he became unconscious. Regaining consciousness, he wept and said, "Oh, why did you do that to me? I have a father. I have a mother." This I and mine spring from ignorance.